Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm very slightly late this morning. We are in Mark, and I'm just going to get straight down to it because I want to be a bit quicker today because I know you have better things to do with your mornings than listen to me. I'm reading from Mark chapter 2, and I'm reading verses 23 to 28. In my Bible, just because fun, it's headed Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. If you've got a Bible, yours might be headed something different, but that's what mine says. One Sabbath, Jesus was going through the cornfields, and as his disciples walked along, they began to pick some ears of corn. The Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" He answered, "Have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry and in need? In the days of Abiathar, the high priest, he entered the house of God and ate the consecrated bread, which is lawful only for priests to eat, and he also gave some to his companions. Then he said to them, 'The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even over the Sabbath.'" Now there's a few interesting concepts and difficult words in this passage. Morning, Nick. Nice to see you. Well, not see you. You can see me, which is debatable. Well, debatable whether that's nice or not. But nice to know you're watching. So the Sabbath was an idea that comes way back from creation, where the creation account says that God created the world in 6 days and then he rested on the seventh, and then that is an idea that kind of carries through Old Testament law and talks about taking a day that is dedicated to God, a day of rest, a day where you can stop the busyness of your everyday life, your work, etc., and just focus on God. And like verse 27 says, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath, meaning that God gave Sabbath, or a day of rest, to us, to people, so that we could rest, so that we could thank God for what he'd created. And it wasn't meant to be a set of rules. But what's happened in this passage is that the Pharisees, who are the teachers of the law, the people who kind of make sure all the Jews are living according to a certain standard, they've added additional rules into the Sabbath, and they include things like not being allowed to harvest food, not being allowed to work, not being allowed to sift the grain, all of this kind of stuff. And so they look at the disciples of Jesus and they say, hey, they are breaking like at least 5 of our rules. Like, that's not allowed. Why are you letting them do that? And Jesus says that they're missing the point. You know, the point isn't to obey strict rules. The point is to be in relationship with Jesus, which is what the disciples were doing. So if you've ever looked at Christianity and thought, hey, they've got a whole load of weird rules and I don't want to follow them, then that's not the case. And I'm really sorry if Christians have made you think that, because Christianity is all about a relationship with a real person, and his name is Jesus. And he gives us things like a Sabbath so that we can rest and relax and enjoy the good stuff that he's given us. And he doesn't give us hundreds of rules to follow because he wants relationship, not rules.